Hola a todos, soy Señor Papi. Today we're embarking on the thrilling adventure as we go after the legendary Beotodus for the first time. But before we dive in, let me ask you, what exactly is the Beotodus? This fishy creature has captured the imaginations of hunters worldwide, and in this video we're going to explore what makes this predator of the snow so special. So grab your hot drinks and let's get started with the first major challenge in Monster Hunter Iceborne. Beotodus is part of the Piscine family, like Beotodus and Lavatheos. But unlike its cousins, Beotodus has adapted to the frozen tundra, mastering the snow, evolving to glide through it in the same way its ancestors swam through their habitats. This nasty fish is an ambush predator through and through. It hides beneath the snow, using its sharp fins and streamlined body to stay completely undetected. When prey gets too close, it bursts out with incredible speed. It's territorial too. If you enter its domain, it doesn't hesitate to attack even hunters, especially hunters. It's mastered the elements, there's no doubt about it. Its horn is a plough, cutting through the snow with ease. As the fins keep it angled and fully submerged, its thick scales allow it to keep warm and stay hidden from predators. But with all that strength, if you manage to force it out of the snow by maybe tripping it or breaking a fin, you can seriously limit its speed and power. But don't get caught standing still for too long, because it will take advantage of the slower target and plough straight through you.
Call Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow.
The Beotodus primarily roams in areas 1, 2, 3 and 4 of the Hoarfrost region, located in the southernmost part of the map. Zone 1 is Beotodus' playground, where he'll come to collect a quick snack from the harmless herbivores grazing in the area, and the perfect opportunity for you to get an ambush on the ambush predator. On top of that, there's many different ledges in this area, so you could get an easy mount as you plan the revenge for your favourite elefantes. As the fight continues, you will find Beotodus run to those different zones. In my opinion, Zone 2 is one of the hardest places to fight in because of the sheer amount of deep snow on this map. But fret not, fellow hunters, Señor Papi has your back. Because if you are able to lure Beotodus up upon the hill, you will be able to remove his advantage of the deep snow whilst gaining the advantage of the hill. Removing the deep snow from him is one of the key factors in this fight.
I have the high ground!
As the fight is reaching its climax, Beotodus will start to head towards his den or its nest in Zone 3, where it generally tries to recover or rest. Zone 3 is a more balanced habitat as well, by having less deep snow and more opportunities for you to gain the high ground. But, in my opinion, if you find Beotodus sleeping at this point, you have one of two options. You either go with the humane option and put a shock trap down and trank him, or you do what I generally do and put a barrel bomb next to his face and try to go for the horn break. If you do go for the more humane route, you will gain more loot at the end of the fight, but if you do go with number 2, you will get a larger dopamine fix from that explosion. Now, normally Beotodus doesn't fight anything larger than itself, but when it comes to territorial disputes, it does not back down from any fight. Zone 4 is traditionally where you'll see this turf war between Beotodus and Bambaro. When you see these two juggernauts of the frozen tundra go at it, it's probably best just to stand back and see who is the victor. Whilst this is going on, it's the perfect opportunity for you to resharpen your weapon or drink another hot drink. Zone 4 just seems to be a corridor to Zone 1, 2 and 3. For a fish that has recently developed legs, it has a rather impressive arsenal up its non-existent sleeves. Apart from the standard tail swipes and headbutts, it has a few moves that might catch you off by surprise. He sometimes charges forward like a runaway freight train. If you have the misfortune of being in its way, you're going to take significant damage. But stay mobile and dodge at the right time gives you a free chance for a face slap. His next move is a recreation of his favourite scene from Jaws, where he will dive down and appear underneath you. But once again, stay aware and this won't catch you off guard. Once out of the deep snow, his most commonly used move is Body Slam, where he'll jump into the air and create a shockwave on the way down. This will push ice and snow in all different directions like an AoE attack. If you are too close, you will take a little bit of damage. So, back off, give yourself some space, and prepare for the next attack. Alongside flashy moves like Ice Breath and Ice Spikes, he has the trademark move of Snowball Roll, where he'll run off, roll in one spot, knock you back, but you have to be within the vicinity to actually receive any damage. So just take a step back and sharpen your weapon and you'll be absolutely fine.
I don't know what's going on anymore. He's so cool, but he's so goddamn dumb!
Just like every other hunt you've done, preparation is key, so make sure you bring these items along with you. Hot drinks. It goes without saying, the cold and the hoarfrost reach will drain your stamina faster than you realise, so make sure you have a stack of hot drinks to keep you warm. As well as that, Beotodus also infects you with ice blights, so knoll berries are a must. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with bringing both a stack of Screamer and Flash Pods. The Screamer Pods are a direct counter to his burrow attack. One fired at the correct moment will leave him outside the snow vulnerable, and the Flash Pods do exactly the same thing when he's above ground, giving you a moment to either catch your breath or to commence with another attack. And if you are looking to capture him, you're going to need either a shock or a pitfall trap combined with trank bombs. 2 should do the trick, but 3 to be safe. Now, moving on to weapons. Every single weapon in Monster Hunter Iceborne is viable. It doesn't matter, it's all about your personal choice. But Beotodus has a huge weakness to fire, followed by thunder, so if you happen to have a weapon that has either one of them elements, it would be perfect for this encounter. So, let's have a quick recap to make sure we know everything before your first kill. When you first meet Beotodus, he's going to have ice armor. You're going to want to remove that armor as quickly as possible because it negates quite a large amount of your damage. Also, you have to stay very mobile. He's an ambush predator, he's always looking for an easy prey. Use the terrain to your advantage. Ledges and cliffs are a key way to deal big damage without putting yourself in harm's way. Now, if you're using a blunt based weapon, try to aim primarily for the head. And if you're using a bladed weapon, try to aim primarily for the tail or the legs. You're also going to want to keep an eye out for ice blight, so keep your knoll berries in hand and make sure your hot drink is always topped up. You don't want your stamina going down in the middle of a really important moment of the fight. And finally, the key signs of the fight is going to come to an end soon is he will not charge or dive as much and he will limp away back to his den. That's the perfect moment to lay a trap and capture him for more loot. Hi hunters, if you got to the end of the video, thank you very much, saying your puppy is proud of you. And if you consider liking and subscribing the video, it really helps me out. And also putting in the comments which monster you would like to see me hunt next. But until then, adios chicos.